Hi friends, this is Kristen from the Pros and Cons team, and today I'm really excited to talk to you about the pros and cons of running with more than just yourself, so either one person or a group. So I started thinking about this when I was training for my marathon, and there would be several days a week that I'd run with different people. And so with that, I will start off with some of the pros for it. So a pro that I really like is it is a motivation to get you to run. There were mornings I was like, I do not want to run. And it was really nice because I had a running buddy that would show up at like 7 or 7:30 and run with me, and it was so nice because it got me running, and I was usually super tired and out of it. But it was great. And at this time, I was still sometimes waking up during the middle of the night to feed my little girl. Because usually I'm a morning person, but when I'm pregnant or breastfeeding, it doesn't happen. So, anyways, 7 can be really hard when I was really tired. Another thing that is a pro about running with people is it can push you to be better. I met this lady at a party that I was like, wow, you like I found out she ran and she has a really good she still has like amazing pace. And so I was like, okay, I know I can do that pace, but right now I haven't been able to do that pace. So I scheduled a time to run with her. I was really, really, really stressed about it. And I ran with her, but I was able to keep up with that pace because it's just so much easier when you're running next to someone versus trying to hit that pace alone. So that's another great thing about running with a group. Also, or another person. Another thing is I feel like it's so much easier to run while you're talking with somebody and chatting with somebody because it can distract your mind from the distance or the pace or whatever. And it's just so much fun. Okay, moving on to some of the cons. It's really hard to find people that match your pace or match the way you run. Sometimes, like, they'll be slower or faster, or they'll just run differently. So they'll start off super, super fast and go slower, or like opposite of what you do. And so it can be really hard to find just somebody that matches around where you're at. Another thing that is a con is I feel like it takes more time to coordinate. Like being like, okay, we're going to meet up here and we're going to run this many miles and what time. And it just is so much easier sometimes just to throw on running clothes and run when you can. Life is so busy that it can be hard to have a schedule, like scheduling times and coordinating with other schedules to go on a run. Another thing that is a pro is it's a lot safer to run with more than one person. That's something I really like. There's been times where I'm like, oh my gosh, like even just like crazy dogs or stuff like that. That can be nice with having another person there. It just safety comes in numbers. So that is a pro that I really love when I'm running with people. Okay, so another con is that you may not be able to get the workout that you want. So like we talked about paces, but sometimes even like you can't squeeze in the amount of miles. So there's times where I'd run with people and they could only run after a certain time at night, but that would get dark sooner, so you could only run so many miles. And when you're training for like a marathon and you need to put in tons of miles, it can be hard just to have like, okay, we're just going to go on a mile or two run rather than the mileage that you need. So those are some of the pros and cons that I have thought of while running with a group or another person. If there are additional pros and cons that you would like to add, please leave them in the comments below, and you can check out more pros and linked in the description. I hope you have a great day. Bye.